Hi, my name is Natalie Ong and this is my research project. My project is about the correlation between alcoholism and watching sports. The Center for Disease and Control estimates that alcohol kills an annual 95,000 people a year and suggests it decreases workplace productivity, which puts a drain on the American economy. Through observational analysis of being around drunks and sports fans, I hypothesize that those that consume more sports programming are A, more likely to drink, and B, more likely to develop and have health problems associated with drinking. With this data, substance abuse programs would be able to target and focus their advertisements more on an audience that would actually need and use their services. In my lit research, I found that Nielsen data revealed that Americans spend $1.2 billion on alcohol 2 weeks prior before the 2019 Super Bowl game, with an additional $1 billion on game day. An interesting study conducted by the Harvard School of Public Health found a strong phenomenon with being a sports fan and binge drinking. They even suggested through observational data that it can lead to health problems associated with heavy drinking. The National Center for Biology did a longitudinal investigation of sports participation and pattern of alcohol-related behavior. They found that sports involvement accelerated problems associated with adolescents' alcohol use compared to participants in non-sports activities. Those that were not in sports or were in academics and sports showed a slower increase in adolescent drinking compared than those who stayed in sports longer or solely focused on sports. There are strong links with playing and participating in sports, drinking, and alcohol-related health problems. But is there a link between watching sports and drinking? If so, then substance abuse programs can focus their advertisements and reach out to sports. For the research method, I used a Google survey and sent it out to my friends and families and posted it on social media. There was one screener question that asked them if they were over the age of 21 before they can proceed. We had a total of 33 participants, 20 over the age of 21 and 13 not eligible for the questionnaires. For those that were eligible to participate, 55% were non-sports fans and 45% were considered sports fans. The average time a sports fan drinks in a week is slightly higher than a non-sports fan. There is a phenomenon of sports fans being more likely to drink at least 5 times the average in a week compared to non-sports fans. 33.3% of sports fans believe they have health problems due to drinking, while 16.7% of non-sports fans believe they have alcohol-related problems. One of the only shocking factors was that 100% of sports fans engaged in binge drinking, unlike non-sports fans. In conclusion, our first hypothesis was correct. I found that sports fans on average are slightly more likely to drink more on average than non-sports fans. Not only that, they are more likely to engage in risky drinking behaviors, such as binge drinking. As for our second hypothesis, there wasn't strong enough correlation to suggest that watching sports will directly lead to more drinking health problems. To improve future studies, I recommend gating participants by having more social media presence, or even offering prize money. To ask more questions about drinking habits and health-related problems related to alcohol, such as alcohol dependencies, and maybe even hosting Zoom interviews for better qualitative answers. Thank you for listening and watching my mass media research project.